remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? I'ma cry, oh why? I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? I'ma cry, oh why? I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me Told me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. I can remember. I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to these guppies and purple now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high. I can't
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Wednesday. Pretty much, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional try-on hauls, y'all know we have Music Monday, but this is Sold Out, where of course you know we continue the sneaker talk. Speaking of Sold Out, we have a Sold Out Discord. The link is pinned in the comment section, and then it's free to sign up. Or of course, you know, like I said, if we're not dropping the content in time, most likely we're already chopping it up, and we got multiple people already posting up in the Sold Out Discord. I know it was a little laggy in the beginning, but I'm hoping that was just temporary, and we're going to get the party started here, man. So this one should be a nice, smooth stream. We got 2 topics. Actually, I got several topics I can go over tonight alone, but some of it I'm going to wait and save it for Saturday, right? As y'all know, I go live pretty much on Wednesday and Saturday, same time, 6 o'clock, and on Monday, 7 o'clock p.m. So as you guys coming out, let me know if audio and visuals is okay. Tonight's topic, man, we're going to just be talking Nike real quick, right? Okay, I'm sure you've heard the news. We've seen other people post about this as well. But looks like Nike has, their stock has hit the lowest point since 2014. Now, this could mean a lot, right? Keep in mind, they brought in Elliott Hill. I want to say he's coming in on his second year in, October, November timeframe. I want to say, like, October, to see if he can make this things turn around. Because right now, man, let's keep it 100. The sneaker market is not where it once was. And I don't want to be the guy that sound like a bad news or sound like a repeater. And, you know, all the things you can see, like, it's just right there in Evan, right? Resale, right? I don't see how they're even staying afloat for the doors that are even still up right now. Pause, right? Salutes to the people that are still trying to do it, you know? We seen how that going. Some of even the biggest resellers, resale stores have like lost their wave and just went out of business or just been bought out, and things are just not the same. But you still got some people still going strong, though, to be fair, right? But you're seeing a lot of lawsuits also coming around here. So we're going to be talking about that, Nike's current stock, how well that affects just the sneaker market in general, if we're going to keep it real. Say what you want to say about Nike, right? While their stock is not at the highest it once be, and we saw this go in a decline over time, right? So we're going to talk about that tonight. Also, one thing I'm going to start off with, we're going to be talking a little bit of tariff talk, if you guys don't mind. Pretty much, let me check the stream, make sure everything is good. Got a little notification like literally over a minute ago. We skipped, you know, not too bad. So we're going to see if we can still hold up. Y'all let me know if audio and visuals is looking good. It's looking good on my end. Looks like quality is good. So we may have a little bit. I don't know why it does that sometimes through the week. Saturday, no issues. Monday, no issues. Wednesday is like the bad luck for the kid. But anyway, man, but we are going to be doing that. But I want to start with the tariff talk first. I'm going to share my screen here in just a second. I'm going to touch the chat, see what we got in the building. But it looks like Nike, not only just Nike, but other people as well, have gotten pretty much their refunds from their tariffs. Remember, like, where they had the tariffs, they had to pay it, and then it was ruled what they did where it didn't really work out in their favor. So now it's like one of those, like, they will be getting their money back to the best of my knowledge. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to start there. And it's not just Nike. It looks like it's Target. There's going to be Amber Sports, and more companies have gotten tariff refunds. And let's see, will the shopper see them too? Right? That's the question that this article has, and I'm going to share my screen here in just a second, which in my opinion is a great question, right? I mean, let's just keep it real. whether Nike or X amount of company want to admit this, right? Whole Live is a legend and opinionated base, but this is just my opinion, right? And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know how y'all feel about this, right? When the tariffs stuff went down, and it's still going down, right? But when tariffs went up for companies like Nike and other companies to get the stuff over here to us, the consumer, to buy it, did we not see a spike in prices, right? From Nike? Think about it. I'll give you a perfect example if we're going to use Nike as an example, right? Air Force Ones. They were like $90 forever, right? And yes, we've seen them go up over time. I remember when they were $65, but we've seen Air Force Ones go from $65, $75, like $85, and then they jumped up to that like 90 spot, right? And then it stayed there for the longest. We thought we were done. Like, to be honest, it used to be so much content for just a content creator. They would be like, yo, best shoe for under $100. I mean, when you throw the tax on that joint, you may be taxing and waxing on it, but for the most part, the Air Force One was always known as a shoe to be the best shoe of $100. Tariffs hit, boom. Hey, yeah, we need 115 of them things. You know what I'm saying? Still not bad. However, that used to be the price for like, hey, we get a collab, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might have to pay a little extra, which was understandable, but not for a general Air Force One. So my thing is this: if Nike and them have gotten a refund, right? That means, and my thing is this: cool, we already paid them this and a third. Should the consumer get a refund? Because, I mean, we technically paid it too if they had to raise up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just men's shoes. It was like they did it across the board. And I get it. They did what they had to do, right? And I don't want to seem like I'm singling out or picking on Nike in this particular situation, because a lot of companies did it, right? Right down to your grocery stores, right? Right down to gas prices, right? So we should start seeing a lot of this stuff come back down, right? That is my question, you know what I'm saying? We're going to cover that article tonight. So I got two main ones, and then we'll talk a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases toward the end of the stream. Looks like it's still holding up. Audio and visual should be looking good here. Let me touch the chat, and then, yeah, man, we'll get the party started. Looks like we got King Midas in there. Says smash that like button. Appreciate that. King Midas, always holding it down as always. It really means a lot to the kid. And like I said, man, sign up for that sold out Discord. But enough rambling. Let's go ahead and share my screen, and then we'll get the party started. Two topics, and we'll talk a little bit of upcoming sneak releases. Also, I want to say this. G Units, if I'm not mistaken, coming tomorrow, right? So definitely looking forward to that one. That one I don't want to miss and or mess around and forget, because it's a shoe I really want on my radar. So, you know what I'm saying? Got to make sure to piggy bank right when I get off the stream or what have you. But let me share my screen. We'll get the party started. And yeah, you guys give me your thoughts and opinions on this one. This article is a little bit like time consuming, so I know this one will take up at least a strong like probably 15-20 minutes, and then we'll transition on to the next topic, which pretty much we'll see how it goes as far as like the current state of what to expect for Nike, right? Because to be honest, right, say what you want to say, right? And I know what you're saying, and I'm not, and let me clarify this. I don't want to say like Nike's the end all be all when it comes to sneakers, right? I don't want to say that. Because reality is, New Balance, have they been doing their thing? Yes, right? Has Asics been doing their thing? Yes. Has Adidas been doing their things? Yes. However, no matter how you slice it and dice it, I'll put it this way, as Nike pretty much had declined over time, they still above the competition. So that lets you know, like, these other guys, they weren't seeing them to begin with. You know what I'm saying? These guys were light years ahead of them, right? Respectively. I mean, they would have things that come pretty close, like when Adidas had Ye over there, right? He would get pretty close and jump over the jump man every now and then, but Nike got something to spank it. And if you think about it, though, I would say Nike's in the right direction if I had to guess, right? Because, you know, like I said, what I broke on, Saturday, right? Not even me, really Devon had broke that joint in the Discord. And I think it had just been long posted like the day before, Friday, right? Last Friday, the Eminem 4s, right? Nike has a lot of stuff in the chamber, right, to release that could get them back on top, in my opinion. But this is my question, right? Respectively, and I got to get this one off my chest before I even go into the article or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this: if did Nike wait too long to drop Eminem shoes? You know what I'm saying? Like certain shoes they got in the chamber that has always just been known as a friends and family pair, right? Okay. With that being said, it's like, yo, You know, sometimes we waited a little too long because this has been a debate too, where the generation now, no disrespect, they're not putting on that new Eminem, which is even not even a real sentence. If you're gonna keep it real, Eminem's cool, right? Even I used to put him on back in the day when I was a kid, listening to him as an adult, and this is not a diss. I don't listen to all that. If anything, I go back to the old school stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Eminem has had some great sneakers, but to be honest, what I'm trying to say is, did Nike possibly wait a little too long to not strike while the iron is hot? Sometimes you can hold on stuff a little too long, you know what I'm saying? And then now they let the time pass. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. Eminem's like, quote unquote, goated according to, in general masses. I don't agree with it, but, I'm outnumbered. So they're saying he's goated, right? But it's my thing. So, you know what I'm saying? You got the average, 18-year-old now? They're not going to put on an Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Most of these guys are still trying to get, their life together. They don't listen to that crap. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not saying it's crap, but they don't listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Respectably. Even though he's got some classics. But that's like my generation and up. I'm going to buy them, right? But will they do that limited release where it's like, okay, it's sold out only because you already know how many people probably going to pull up? You know what the average sale is going to be for these. You know what I'm saying? Limit them and make it seem like it was a problem to begin with. They could do the same thing with the Travises, right? I think Travis 4s, we've seen a lot of friends and families. We've seen some Travis 6s, friends and family. If I was Nike, I wouldn't sit on it a little too long. I mean, they got a little bit to wait on the Travises to try to get the market back up. But these Eminem stuffs, you know what I'm saying? A little too long, in my opinion. But anyway, let's start the first topic and dive right in. Didn't mean to go on that rant, but I had to get that up off my chest. Yeah, this is my 2 cents, but we'll keep going. Share it up real quick. Let me share my screen. Give me like 2 seconds and boom. You guys should be seeing my screen. Yeah, so my thing is Nike them. It's kind of a gift and a curse. Maybe they waited a little too long. But article says Nike, Target, Amber Sports or Amir Sports, plus more companies have gotten tariff refunds, right? Says, will shoppers see them too, right? In my opinion, should they see them? Yes, right? We paid these joints. We paid the high prices. Let me put it this way, dog. If anything, maybe bring the prices back down and maybe we call it good. But same time, I don't see that happening. You know what I'm saying? But it would be nice because if y'all got the money back, then shouldn't we get a little cut? And again, even if it is, we probably won't get a major hit back if they was to give us some money back, which I highly doubt it. But it's kind of one of those, if you think about your cell phone service, right? And I don't know who you guys are with, but we only got really 3 main carriers in the States anyway. I don't know about overseas and all that, but here personally, right? What the cell phone carrier that I'm with, they had an outage for like literally like a whole day, right? Restored the service and what have you, right? And they gave everybody credit to their bill. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even notice it. You know what I'm saying? It was a 20 spot. You know what I'm saying? Not bad, but when the bill already overly priced anyway, and I'm already paying, out the wazoo, it's like, bruh, like that may have covered the taxes. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So I mean, like, if Nike's gonna refund us, I mean, that's probably what you're gonna see. I'm not saying I won't take it, hey, because if I gotta get a refund, bro, hey, give me mine. You feel me? But it says the U.S. Customs and Border Protection is only processing refunds for registered importers of record, and they are not obligated to refund shoppers. So therefore, there's the short answer right there. They're not obligated. Now, this is my thing. This says that pretty much U.S. Customs and Border Protection doesn't have to, right? But as Nike trying to be loyal to their customers, this is my thing, dog. If they don't want to lower the shoe prices or they don't want to give any money back and get it wrong and this, that, and the third, next best thing I would say, in my opinion, go ahead and a tremendous discount to your customers who've been loyal to you and been buying your stuff still. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Next spot, we got y'all $20 off here, there. And don't make it restricted where it's like, okay, we dropping the Travis, this is excluded. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that, because I hate when brands and stuff like that do that. And it's not just Nike, it's across the board. But it says Nike is one of the shoe brands that received $986 million in the IEEPA tariff refund last month. So Nike them got $986 million, right? Keep in mind the sales are still down though. You know what I'm saying? So they needed it, but at the same time, we the consumers, put that up. Nike them still make. Let me clarify this, right? While we're talking, sales is down and the market is on that set and the third, and the stock is not where it once was. Nike them still bringing in the billies. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Nike broke, and I'll use myself for an example. Nike broke and my broke, totally two different things. You know what I'm saying? I ain't touched the billy. I would love to, but yeah, Nike broke, my broke, totally two different things. And that's a lot of people too. Whenever they say certain things, where I hate when people will go when certain articles say so and so's broke, right? I'll give you a case in point, off mode but on mode, right? They used to be like, yo, Mike Tyson's broke. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, he was up 300 million, but I mean, he's still in the millies. He just ain't got the high millies no more. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? He's nowhere near about to be living on the street no time soon, right? Just like Nike is they good. Worst case scenario, anybody that works at that company in the top tier, I don't think they're worried about anything. You know what I'm saying? If the business shut down, I mean, they good. You know what I'm saying? If anything, they just have to reduce their lifestyle a little bit, which I get it. You get used to living a certain way, and you don't want to do that. So I respect that. I see Divine in the building. Says, what up? It says, Nike has to do a better job going to the inner cities and asking the kids what they like. Okay, I mean, I feel you on that, but they got to do, or what they rock. This is my thing. Nike them is known, and this is why it's hard for Nike, Divine, and we covered this Saturday, right? Elliot Hill said it best, right? On that reporter, when they did a little article, when they did the interview, right? This is my thing. Why that's tough for Nike is because they're used to setting the trends, right? And I know what you're saying. Well, maybe it's time for them to go see what the trend is, because obviously they're missing it. But they're used to putting this stuff out and letting people flock to a set of trends. But this is the thing. No disrespect to the NBA, right? But we ain't got a next Michael Jordan, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? LeBron cool, you know what I'm saying? But he still ain't put the ball in the hoop like Michael, in my opinion. So to be honest, he doesn't have the same, you know what I'm saying? Even if you go by the numbers, and if LeBron beats Michael Jordan across the numbers, across the board, he still didn't do it on the way Jordan did it, with style and finesse and, the trash. It was different. You ain't see Michael Jordan flopping all over the court. And I'm going to leave it right there. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Maybe just see what it is, what their younger audience is looking for. But to be honest, that's easier said than done too, Devon, because I mean, a lot of these cats, man, I don't know if you noticed, most of the kids I see whenever I step out, that's the younger bucks that's still driving and stuff like that, these cats be in slides and call it a day, which Nike's got that. But I mean, to be honest, they don't really care, Dirty Air Force Ones, Nike's took that route as well. You know what I'm saying? Respectively. Devon says, gauge the market. I get what you're saying. They got to do their homework, is what you're saying. They need to do a little bit more homework, which I can agree with that. But at the same time, a lot of these cats, man, they just not into sneakers like that. You know what I'm saying? Some of the young, a few are, but not all. You know what I'm saying? Us growing up, and I'll speak for myself, is when we went back to school, I'm going to speak for myself. When I went back to school, I know for a fact I was going to get a new pair of shoes. And I didn't always get the new J's, but I'd be damned if I didn't ask. You know what I'm saying? I definitely ask, right? But it says, some shoe firms have already received their tariff refunds. Others are still waiting to get theirs. So far, shoppers who paid higher prices seem to be out in the cold. The tariff refunds are for radical duties imposed last year under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act that the shoe firm paid, but were ruled illegal this past February by the U.S. Supreme Court. Some companies absorbed a portion of the added cost from the duties, while others raised prices. For example, right, it says Nike in May 2025 said that it's doing a surgical price increase for a select group of items, averaging between $2 and $10. And the swoosh sneakers competitor Adidas said last October their new products to the U.S. featuring innovative technologies would see higher prices. So yeah, they worded it different, but we all knew what it was. Hey, we got to pay more. You got to pay more. Let's just keep it 100, right? That's what I'm reading between the lines. Whole live, alleged. But this is my thing, right? We definitely saw it on, say, the Air Jordan 11, right? A shoe already goes up enough each and every year already, but we saw that joint climb up to what, 250? You know, no, 230. It was like 220, but we seen that joint climb up to 230. You know what I'm saying? And I still pulled up. You know what I'm saying? And hell, still a pull up too. If the 11 coming right, I'm gonna be there every night. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't always get the new 11s each and every year, but Space Jams requirement this year. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's just the wording, because if they just tell us what it is, hey man, we got to pay these high tariffs, and that means we got to charge you guys more. That ain't gonna sound good. So I get it. They got to keep it professional. I'm not knocking it. All right, let's keep going. It says there are several lawsuits filed by the consumers and the adversary group asking refunds be distributed to shoppers because of the higher prices that were passed along them. Warehouse chain Costco Warehouse Corp, which sells apparel and footwear at its locations, were sued in March, while some customers sued Nike in May and in federal district court in Oregon. So most likely, if I had to guess, there's going to be a settlement out of court. You know what I'm saying? If these are class action lawsuits, right, which they may turn into that, to the best of my knowledge, what usually happens, Nike them agree, or Costco, or insert the blank, right? Sad you have to do this, because if the people don't take the action, then they won't do it, in my opinion. So usually, for the people who aren't familiar with class action lawsuits, right? And I've been a part of several, right? And we all have, whether you realize it or not. I'll give you a case in point, right? Apple had one. They settled, and then they had usually there's a link. You have to go in, fill in your information, and then you get a little divvy back. Now, here's the caveat, right? Say Nike them got to pay back, they got $983 million back. Let's say they got to pay back, I don't know, 81 million. It's probably let's just say they got to pay back 100 million, right? Now, usually there's a link where it's like, okay, cool. If you bought this and this between that time, you get a refund, but you got to put in your information. They're going to ask you some stuff, probably a little proof here and there. And the more people with a class action lawsuit, the more people that go to that link and file their stuff and get divvied out, all Nike them got to do is divide it up. So it's been ones where I only seen like a couple dollars, but I've had one through Apple. I've had one through who else? It was another joint. I can't even think of that joint, but yeah, I know for a fact I've got one through Apple, which wasn't, hey, I take my $20, $40, dog, respectively. And then there was another joint, I can't even think of it. Like, I'm pretty sure we've had several that I've been a part of. I can't even remember. I know for a fact I've had two hit me back with some refunds. They were very, very small amounts, but hey, that's lunch, dog. You know what I'm saying? Buy something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. But most likely that's probably where this stuff is going to head if I had to guess, right? But it says the claim charged that those receiving refunds benefits twice the first time from the higher price charge to the consumer, and the second time when they receive the tariff refunds. However, these lawsuits get resolved remains unclear. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection is only processing refunds for registered importers of record. Moreover, shoe retailers and brands don't necessarily know which particular shopper bought what and when. So that part they're going to have to divvy out. And that's why I said usually at that point, Nike them, if they're going to reach a settlement, and or Costco, and or insert a blank, they'll be like, all right, cool. If you shop between this time and you bought X, Y, Z, you know what I'm saying? And you got some, especially if you did it through the Nike app, then you good. You know what I'm saying? Because Nike app, I will say this, I can go down a rabbit hole of when I bought shoes from Nike whenever I first started buying them off the Nike app. And sometimes it goes deeper than that because it used to just be Nike.com. You know what I'm saying? Again, you got to keep in mind, too, where it gets tricky is, Nike did try to go direct to consumer, but they still was getting Foot Locker stuff as well. So if I had to guess, you got to factor in that stuff, too, because that's technically came from Nike because these guys have they pretty much have what am I looking for? They actually have an account with Nike where they get their stuff from Nike too. So that technically falls under our own. Like Foot Locker didn't make the shoe and or a product you bought that's Nike. So that's where that gray area is going to fall in. So if I had to guess, probably won't hear anything until next year and or maybe some updates here and there. But as far as like when it's time to actually start to get the link and this and the third, I'll say next year, bro. I mean, it's August the 8th month. Yeah, probably not so. They're going to go battle it out in court a little bit. And anybody who's ever been to court, one thing about court, it's not the fastest. It's kind of slow, respectively. Even if you get a speedy trial, we've seen that take 2 months, and it could be even longer than that. You know what I'm saying? Mistrials and stuff like that. You just never know what can come in, right? But it says, keep going. Moreover, shoe retailers, we read that part, says, below is a list of which companies have received tariff refunds thus far and the dollar amount refunded. More amounts are expected to be revealed in the coming months. So again, right, these are just some ones that we know of, but it's probably more companies because, I mean, to be honest, probably everybody across the board raised their prices. It wasn't just Nike, it wasn't just Target, but let's see. I think these two are just some of the main head honchos, pause, right? But it says Target Corp, $994 million was received in the second quarter, and then in August 1st, net income for the period jumped 100.8% to $1.88 billion from the $935 million a year ago. Target doesn't separate out sale costs for each category, such as footwear. The company did note that the IEEPA tariff refund received were recognized as a reduction of cost of sales. So, and I think that's gonna, you know, now me personally, right? We do have Targets here, but Target is not my weapon of choice. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Wally World guy. You know what I'm saying? AKA Walmart, right? But I'm assuming if Target, and I don't want to seem like I'm picking on Target. I'm pretty sure Walmart had to raise their price too, bro. I just keep it 100. Next up, we have Nike Incorporated. You know, that's the one we're going to talk about. We're going to transition in the next like 10 minutes to finish out the stream as far as like, you know, Nike's stock, right? But we're going to finish up with this one that says Nike Incorporated, $986 billion was received as of July 31st. $302 million refunded in the fourth quarter gave a net income a boost of 407%. The company said the jump was attributed, right, to 52 cents per share benefit connected to the IEEPA refund. Adjusted without just benefit, earnings per share were 20 cents. It says the balance of $684 million was received in mid-July. Nike won't report the first quarter earnings results until around the end of September. So we won't know the full number until pretty much the end of September, which that's right around the corner because we got August, September. So towards the end of September. So probably around this time next month, we'll know exactly what it is. So Columbia Sportswear Co., right? Now me, I've had some stuff before. We've seen them do collabs with Supreme, but I'm not surprised. $78 million was received in the second quarter ending in June 30th. The percent of the Columbia and Soul branded footwear said net income for the quarter was $26.6 million against a net loss of $10.2 million in the same year ago 3-month period. The recovery of the IEEPA tariffs benefited diluted earnings per share by 93%. The company said earnings per share for the quarter was 52 cents and diluted share versus a loss of 19 cents per diluted share a year ago. Then we got Amber Sports, right? Okay, now me personally, I've never heard of them, but that doesn't mean that they aren't somebody that's of a big name. Because, I mean, it says they got 50.1 milli, right? That means they doing something right. They're bringing in millions, baby. You know what I'm saying? Just because I ain't bought from them don't mean they not good. But it says was received in the second quarter ending June 30th. The refund boosted the company's second quarter net income to $107 million, contributing to a 489% spike from the $18.2 million a year ago from the parent of the Salmon sneaker and Artex right brands. It says the benefit from the parent of the sneaker the benefit from the tariff refund is the net of the release of the capitalized tariff costs, specifically inventory reserves and estimated reimbursements to vendors, the company said when it posted its second quarter results on Tuesday, right? And the last one on the list, and then we'll transition on to the next topic here. We're making great time for the last like 20 minutes. But it says, what is it? Waycorp Group Incorporated, 18.6 million, right? These guys paid a lot. But that means, I'm assuming they rate, and again, I don't know, right? Because I didn't shop at all these places, but I know Nike, you know what I'm saying? I know personally. Right? The shoe prices went up. You can quote me. I got proof. You know what I'm saying? If you want it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But it says, let's see. The parent of the like Flourishing and Nunn Bush blogs and Stacey Adams brands. Okay, so Stacey Adams, I know what that is, right? So these are the people that probably own it. Brands received a partial refund of $1.8 million in the second quarter, ending in June 30th. The balance of the $7.5 million was received in July, which was reflected as a receivable on the firm's consolidated balance. Sheets of the June 30th WOCO refund claim total $19.93 million, and the timing of the balance of $1.2 million is subject to determination by the CBP. The contributions to earning gave net income for the period a 6.9% boost to $62.2 million from $5.82 million in the same year ago quarter, right? Okay, so that's the update right there for the tariffs. I knew it was a little quiet, a little too soon, but I did remember what we covered where it's supposed to get a refund. So it took a little bit minute, but I mean, hey, they got it. You know what I'm saying? Nike them didn't advertise that though. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of have to do your own research with that one. So let's transition on to the next topic real quick. Let's talk the Nike stock hits the lowest point since 2014. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So even though they got some money back, you know, shoes not moving like that. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to keep it 100. Sneaker content not moving like that. Mine included and anybody else, right? I can go down the rabbit hole if I really, and I'm not here to call nobody out, but I'm pretty sure if I wanted to, I could go down a rabbit hole and call out how many people have been selling their sneaker collections for XYZ, whatever their reason is, and continue to still make sneaker content. I'm not making this up. And again, I'm probably on the list too. However, I feel like I've always sold my sneakers slightly different compared to anybody else. What I do, and again, you do what you want to do. But what I do, if I get a new pair, cool, sell the old pair, especially if the same shoe. And or B, if I'm just not wearing the shoe, hey, sometimes you got to let it go. Whole collection videos? No. I feel like that'll take forever, dog. Hence why I probably never even did like my upcoming, like, you know, I haven't did like an updated, like, entire sneaker collection video. Because I did one time, man, exhausted. Editing, exhaustion, right? That joint, you can call me lazy, but it's like one of those, you do it when the time is right, man. You got to be motivated to do that joint. But let's talk this. Says Nike stock hit the lowest point since 2014. I've been collecting in and out way before then. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I got pairs of sneakers from 2014. I got shoes from 2009. You know what I'm saying? 2006. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. But it says Nike stock price plunges to the lowest point in 12 years. Now, this was reported August 18th. Just a couple days, well, actually just literally yesterday, so we're right on time, we're not behind. Says Nike stock price has been hit the lowest since its 12 years in this week. But it says the stock prices for the swoosh was down 4% on Monday, August 17th, and closed out at $39, marking a new low for the price since 2014. Stock prices is currently down more than 75% from its 2021 peak, which traded at 177.51 per share. Now let's keep it a buck. I'm not surprised to say since 2021, right? Let's just keep it real. 2020 and 2021, anybody and everybody and their mama was buying shoes, flipping shoes, resale stores out the wazoo. It was a lucrative business. I remember I could see some of these cats. I'm not gonna say any names, but they were like, yo, selling shoes is easy. My mom could do it. Or, you know, hell, everybody's opening up a resale. They were opening up right next to each other. You know what I'm saying? And it was nasty work. But I knew deep down it couldn't last forever. Like, there's no way in heck. You know what I'm saying? That bursting bubble had to go. Because I'm like, if Nike them keep going down after 2021, everybody that's getting your product underneath that, they got to feel it too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even want to pick on the resellers, but you can think of other brands like Foot Locker and them too. Hence, we've seen them where they've had to redo stores, close stores, you know, stores that weren't performing. We've seen CEO changes, you know what I'm saying, being bought out by Dick's Sporting Goods, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Respectively. Like, and these are not like necessarily means the company are doing bad, but I'm like, yo, Nike, them, believe it or not, they feed a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? That's just all I got from that one. Let's keep going. So this is a daily sneaker quiz right here. It says, which of the following models is a Nike running shoe? Nike Dunk, Nike Zoom Fly, Nike Mind 001, Nike Air Max Cordon. So I know it's not the Dunk, right? I know it's not the Mind 001. That's the slide. I know for a fact it's not this Godon joint, right? To the best of my knowledge. I think, well, it could be. The Air Max, it could be. But if I had to guess, it would be, actually, I probably would say is this one right here, the Nike Air Max joint, because that should be a running shoe. But the Nike Zoom Fly, that one, I don't remember what that one actually is, but I don't think it's actually a running shoe. But don't quote me on that. I wonder if you can just actually choose an answer. Let me see what happens real quick if you click on this joint. Because it should be an Air Max, right? What do you guys think? Y'all sign off in the chat. I'm going to choose D. If not, I got B, but I know it's not A or C, right? Just for shits and giggles. I second guess myself. So the answer is B. So we got more, right? 2 out of 5. It says, what is Nike running longest footwear line to date? So Pegasus, Vapormax, 270, or the Structure. That one I don't know. I think the Pegasus is semi-new. The Vapormax, I don't know. I want to say that one, you got the 270s, but yeah, for shits and giggles. I don't think it's the Pegasus, though. Maybe 270s. Let's see. Oh, Pegasus. Oh, my God. I am doing horrible. It says, which Nike running shoe was famously made by using a waffle iron? The Nike Blazer, the Nike Moon shoe, the Nike Cortez, or the Nike Pegasus? Let me see. So the Blazers can't be Nike Moon shoe. That's interesting. I don't know though. I know the Cortezes, but that don't resemble no waffle iron for real. I don't think so. And the Pegasus, it can't. The Pegasus kind of look like that though. They do look like that shape of like the iron joint, but I don't know. I'm doing a horrible job. Oh well, screw it. The Moon shoe. Wow, I'm doing horrible. We got 2 more. Might as well finish strong. What feature did Nike bring back to the Air Max 95 for its 30th anniversary in 2025? The Big Bubble airbag, lace locks, let's see, $140 price, and we got the carbon fiber shrink, right? I'm going to say the Big Bubble airbag. I'm pretty sure, but see, we've been getting them for a minute, though. I think it's been deeper than that, but hey, there we go. I got one. Ding, 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 finally, right? It says, which shoe did, how do you pronounce this? Elud Kapkog wear during the Nike Breaking 2 project in 2019? I'm gonna say, what was this? It's in 2019? I'm gonna go ahead and say it's gotta be the Nike Alphafly, maybe. I don't think it's a Nike Pegasus Premium, but it could be though. It could be the Pegasus. I'm gonna go with D. Screw it. Oh man, I was just about to choose that one too. But all this, that was a cool quiz. You know what I'm saying? Did you guys get them all right? So let's keep going real quick. Let me pause this because I know how these things be. We'll finish up this article and then we'll wrap things up with upcoming sneaker releases. Don't judge me on that quiz because I did horrible, right? It says, Nike's ongoing struggles are partially rooted to the struggles implemented by the brand's former leadership that heavily pushed direct-to-consumer sales around 2020. While this didn't fully cut out Nike's products in the independent stores, it allowed competing brands to occupy the space. During this time period, the struggles surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic, fair use, please, YouTube, don't frag me for that one, also limited business globally. When the current Nike CEO, Elliott Hill, joined the brand in 2025, he announced his plans to tackle the brand's financial struggles with his Win Now strategy, right? Which focuses on core athletic performance, product innovation, and rebuilding wholesale retail partnerships. It says in a recent interview with the boardroom co-founder, CEO Rich Corman last month, top Nike endorser LeBron James was asked how the brand can reverse the ongoing struggles. Now, I'm very curious what LeBron said, and I'm going to see this because I did see somebody floating around that. So it says, Nike top endorser LeBron asked how can he reverse it. So let me see. I got to see if I can do this, see if we can find what LeBron actually said, because I thought they would have covered this. Although he did kind of say a quote, but I feel like it's more than that. Let me see if I saw something floating around on Twitter. Let me put myself back on the main screen real quick. We got time. Only going to be on the stream for like another 10 minutes anyway, so we should be good. And then we'll talk top upcoming sneaker releases toward the last 5 minutes. So let me see. Nike, let's see. Boom. I don't think I copied it all the way like I should have. But let me see. Boom. Let's see. Reverse. Ongoing struggles. LeBron may be the wrong person to ask, in my opinion, respectively. Because I'm like, dog, he's kind of like Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I noticed why they didn't ask him. I mean, like, Jordan definitely still working, but probably still in retirement mode. You know what I'm saying? So that would be very interesting. So I'm just doing a quick little search. Y'all bear with the kid. See if we can get this right here. We got some key takeaways from this, but I want to see if I can actually find what he actually said. But we got the AI point on here, right? Let me see if I can actually just go through the content and find it. That's boom, images. We got this. So I think he said something on there. So athletes with lifetime endorsements, that's LeBron. We already know that. I think we'll just go see what AI is talking about right here. I think it's got some key points. Break it down. This is from Complex, but we'll see what it is. I'll read the last little part of the article, but here we go. Boom. But it says, to reverse the ongoing struggles, LeBron James stated that Nike needs to return to its grassroots by re-engaging with local communities, which, Divine, to be fair, you did say that. You said that earlier. They need to do a better job and figure out what the inner city kids like rock. You know what I'm saying? It says putting field representatives back in inner cities and directly asking the younger generations for honest product feedback. So, Devon, you kind of hit this one like LeBron, like the nail on the head of what his thought process is. And to be honest, it's not a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm knocking that, but like I told you guys earlier with the beginning of the stream, that's the biggest problem with Nike. They're used to being the trendsetter. They're used to telling people what they like. You know what I'm saying? And that's not just to pick on Nike. That's something that's been known across the brands. And respectively, it's kind of like, and let me clarify this, not just brands, but just the fashion industry in general. I can't count how many times where I've seen it where a lot of big fashion brands say, like, we don't ask people we tell people what they're gonna like. We choose what, you know what I'm saying? We set the standard. We set the, standard. We set like this, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna see what people are. I mean, you gotta go there, but and my thing is this, you still gotta get the inspiration from somewhere. So that's my thing. I will say a good person who's kind of been good at it, for real, is like Pharrell. But he's working with Reebok and Louis Vuitton, you know what I'm saying? But he's been able to bring back a great style, and Adidas, of course, right? But he's always been one of the people that set the standard and told people what's fresh and what's cool based off of his style and his inspiration. So much so, right? If we really, 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 really go down the rabbit hole, right? Kanye West, everybody keeps saying he's the top dog. I seen it somewhere where I think it was like Brandon Dunn had said like Kanye was the most like influential person across the board. While there may be some truth to that, before Ye took off in the fashion world, you can tell he was inspired by Pharrell Williams, right? Respectively, no matter how you slice it and dice it. He set that standard, right? You know what I'm saying? The polo style, you know what I'm saying? He brought a lot of these bright colors, and then, Kanye took it to another level with the Chanel joints, but he had to get inspired by somewhere, right? Respectively. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? You got to touch and you got to reach out to your people and see what they're into, what the current market is about, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get so high up, like at the top, where you don't forget about what really inspired you to get the people that's following you, like at the bottom, the little guy like us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how many times, like case in point, I'll give you a great example. What they say, like, Polo, all you ever say is skip. Yeah, because some of the stuff I already had, some of it's like, I don't know, this ain't it. You know when it's it. You know what I'm saying? To keep it 100. One of the people that really made a difference in RIP, I want to say this too, since we're talking fashion designers and fashion moguls, if we're going to talk Pharrell, if we're going to talk Kanye, we have to also talk Virgil, right? What he did with Off-White, especially when they collabed with Nike, that was crazy. And if I'm not mistaken, that was like 2017, right? Super brazy, right? Super brazy. We got Rob Zen in the building. We're about to finish up here for like the last 5 minutes. He says, I think Kanye is mimicking himself at this point. I think that he has a lot going on, and probably just looking for some inspiration, to be honest, man. And it's rumors he has certain things going on. I don't want to defend him. I don't want that to come across like I'm defending him, right? But that's my whole thing. It looks like he's already struggling with other things too, and probably got a lot of things going on with the family. No excuses, but honestly, some of that stuff, you got to know how to like keep some comments and some things to yourself behind the scenes respectfully, and just leave a lot of stuff for speculation. Because if so, he would have been, if he wanted to, he could have left Adidas like in a good way. You know what I'm saying? I just literally had this conversation with one of my coworkers today, man. To be honest, dog, and I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but I've always been encouraged, no matter where you work or what you do, however you feel about the job or what have you, all you have to do is finish a contract. And I was told you finish strong no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Even if things aren't in your favor and it's like, okay, cool, we can't cut a deal, still leave professionally, because he could have easily went over there at Reebok, you know what I'm saying? And took over there easily. You know what I'm saying? Nike them most likely don't want him back, which probably wouldn't mind to have him back. I mean, not probably a bad idea, but Ye has done a lot of damage with, just the stuff he said over the years, to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Let me read this last little part and then we'll wrap things up here. It says, let's see, go back to the roots, reconnect with the local culture, on the ground listening. It says place brand runners and community reps and neighborhoods. And it says rebuild local trust. So this is stuff that he was saying, LeBron. And then we will read that last little part of the article. Then we'll talk upcoming sneaker releases and wrap things up here for tonight. So again, I want to make sure I cover this part. It says, you got to get back to being in the inner city, have runners. When I was coming up, you had people like that was literally on the communities talking to these younger generations, asking them what they like, what they don't like. James said, me personally, that had to be in the inner city. Now, I grew up in the middle of nowhere. We ain't nobody. I just saw what was on TV, and this stuff was already kind of there. And I was like, hey, this is fire. You know what I'm saying? I listened to a lot of Pharrell. I listened to a lot of Neptunes. I listened to, NERD. And let me clarify, they didn't make a whole bunch of music, but the music they did put out, I listened to it respectively, and then probably some stuff that I didn't even know that Pharrell, while I know he was a producer, I didn't know, like, some of the stuff that he's produced, I didn't even know it was on that level. You know what I'm saying? He was ahead of his time too. You know what I'm saying? So Pharrell is one of those people that I think he is doing what Ye should have did. You know what I'm saying? He handles business, keep his mouth closed, and just keeps going. You know what I'm saying? He's faced lawsuits as well. You know what I'm saying? Even for stuff that he's produced, lost it, kept it like a G, didn't flip out, and kept it moving, dog. That's how you gotta be. You know what I'm saying? Real G's move in silence. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it real. But let's talk a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases. Wrap things up for tonight. But on the joint coming at the hour. Appreciate y'all for being active in the chat as always. I said this Saturday, but it's officially here tomorrow, right? We should have the Reebok G units. They're going to be releasing here now. Some places say they have got them early, so they're supposed to be dropping August 20th at 10 p.m. EST. This is a shoe I didn't get a chance to get when I was a kid, so this is definitely something on my radar. I love these guys right here. Even though blue is not necessarily my favorite color, I don't hate these. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do a drip or skip on them, but same time, if I can get a pair, I'll definitely do an unboxing and review on them. So we watched the ad on that already, so hopefully I can get my hands on a pair of these. That's something that's already kind of floating around right there. No music needed for these, but super, 50 had his run. Say what you want to say, you know what I'm saying? Also, I think, speaking of Pharrell, we have the Adidas Virginia Jellyfish. This is a tan colorway. Now, I think Devon has already posted an image of this in the sold out Discord, shameless plug. These are clean. I like these. Now, I have the white joints, to be fair. I wouldn't mind having this pair. However, the piggy bank kind of tight right now if I'm going to keep it 100. So when these drop, I may have to skip. But let's just keep it 100. These joints haven't been really selling out for real, but they're supposed to be coming soon. I don't know. So August 22nd, that's right around the corner. May have to wait, though, personally. Because I do want a pair that I can just rock, on a regular basis. Now, I will say this. I've been working out. I'm going to do a workout video for sure where I did an ab workout in these joints. But the shoe, while it's comfortable, is hella bulky. Let's keep it on. I'm going to keep it real. It's a hella bulky. But it is clean. Now, I don't know if these got 3M like the white pair or that glowing in the dark like the white pair. I'm not going to say 3M because I think the shoestrings have 3M on them. But don't quote me on that. But yeah, overall, not a bad shoe. You know what I'm saying? I like it. just to keep it real. And I think, yeah, we got one more. I think, yeah, I'm not going to go on. I think that's it. Let me see what we got on just the Nike app in general, and then we should be good to wrap things up for tonight. Put myself back on the main screen. We just hit that hour mark anyway. But let's just check Nike real quick. Make sure I got everything up to date. Make sure I'm not missing nothing. We're going to go to the launch calendars. You know what I'm saying? Share my screen on this one real quick. Give me like 2 seconds. We have the up tempos, which is known as the Scottie Pippins, coming on the 21st. Then also we have this right here is going to be a collab with Aya Brown. I think she's a Brooklyn artist based out of New York. I'm talking these Air Max 95s. Now this is the regular pair, but I believe there's an actual brown pair, the Friends and Family pair. I'll see if I can get an image up on that. Whenever I drop the drip or skip, I plan to do that. And of course we got the lasers coming on the 22nd. Jordan 1 lows and 3s, right? Looks like we got a Nike SB like chocolate coming as well, August 25th. We got the Air Jordan 8 Chrome. I don't hate them, but I don't know. We got Jordan 1 OG High. This is a women's. Yeah, not too much on the radar. You know what I'm saying? Pretty smooth and chill. See if we can load up anything else. The Air Jordan 4 Tour Yellow. Hey, to each his own. That's anticipated as well coming up here. Me personally, that's not till September though, September 3rd. And then you got September 18th. These are the multicolor foam posits. I don't hate them. You know, this is the pro joint. I don't hate them. I am a camo person, but don't know if I really want these though. So let me put myself back on the main screen. Been on this joint for like an hour and 2 minutes. Let's go and wrap things up for the night. Appreciate everybody for coming through and being active in the chat as always. Thank y'all for rocking with the new time. I try to get these joints out early because, you know, I be having a busy schedule. So 6 o'clock really works for me. In a perfect world, I wish I could do all 3 streams at 6, but Mondays are big. Actually, every day is busy if I'm going to keep it real. But I feel like I can, you know, squeeze these times in at this. So appreciate everybody for coming through. I'm glad the stream actually straightened up. Other than that, sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned in the comment section. It's free to sign up. Where, of course, you know we continue to single talk. Got a food section, a sports section, you name it. If I do not get the content out on time, most likely we're already chopping it up in the sold out Discord. Shameless plug. Other than that, I'll be back live again on Saturday with another sold out live, another sold out podcast. Until then, smash the like button, sub up to the channel. And of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional Tron hauls. And y'all know we also got Music Monday as well. I'll see you guys again on Saturday. And yeah, man, I am officially out this thing. Peace.
Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. So many nights, my heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to live her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember.